Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. What we're making today is a World War II era reproduction holster. It is for the 1911, and this is an order that I have from a local who found me through my website. And we've got a mock-up here, a trial run. I've got the 1911 5-inch mold, and I did a practice run with Crazy Horse leather. And the holster we're going to be making out of black. The flap is just too tight, so we need to lengthen that. I've modified my pattern and lengthened that just a little bit, so we have a little more length there. And let's go ahead and make it. The leather we're using today is 8 and 9 ounce Chahin Tannery holster leather from Weaver. And we're going to be using black stitching. I'll be dyeing the edges on it, edging it, finishing it, burnishing it, just so we get a really nice smooth finish, a nice finished look. Now you're probably wondering what this little piece is for, and that brings us to the modifications we're doing on this thing. And actually I'm going to throw up a picture of the original that I'm basing this off of, or maybe someone else's reproduction, I'm not sure. I noticed on that picture there's a welt, an additional piece of leather that sticks down out of the bottom, and I think it comes all the way along here. I don't know what that's for, and if any of you history buffs have an idea or know what that's for, just let me know in the comments. And then as well, the attachment piece that has the belt slots that go on your belt to hold the gun. We're not doing that, and that's where this comes in. This is actually an attachment for MOLLE straps. MOLLE stands for Modular Lightweight Load Carrying Equipment. So it's just nylon webbing that's looped on the outside of bags or backpacks or whatever. And my idea with this, and it's not original with me, is we're going to put 4 snaps on this piece, and this piece will be able to, you'll fold in a corner and you'll feed it under that webbing through one of the loops, and then it'll be held right there by the 1-inch webbing right here. And then we're going to have 4 matching straps in position on the back of the holster, and then you're just going to be able to fasten it right to those snaps, and it'll just be held in place there. And so because of that, we don't have the belt slots and that additional piece as like you see in the original holster. So we don't have that piece that comes and folds around the front all the way to here, and it has the 2 belt slots and a couple of rivets and stitching and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little simpler perhaps. Another thing the buyer wanted is the letters CS on the front flap, so we're going to be doing that. And I'm going to do the decorative crease edging around the flap as well. And so that'll add a little bit of character to it. Of course, we're going to dye the edges and burnish them and get a real nice professional look on this project. Alright folks, moment of truth here. And the only thing we have left to do is to cut this hole with the slot on the flat. And we're going to go ahead and fit it. And if you're not used to leather holsters, I'm going to tell you this right away. It always fits tight to begin with. So this is going to look a little tight, and we're going to go ahead and get this in here. I like that fit, and we could actually mold that if we wanted to. It wouldn't be hard to wet this down and put some pressure on it and mold it. But that was not the original look necessarily, so we're going to leave it like this with the rounded features. And now it's time to mark our flat placement. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.